big thank you to our first graders for the wonderful job they did today, to the teachers, Ms. Travis, to our musicians and our cantors. But I also wanted to thank our first graders, not just for the beautiful job with the singing, but the responses as well. I noticed that from the very beginning of Mass, they did such a wonderful job in leading us with the responses in the Mass. And that is huge because you led us so beautifully from the very beginning. So thank you so much. You did a fantastic job. And look at all of the people you brought to Mass. You keep doing that. Keep up the great work. We need to keep doing that all the way through 8th grade. So keep telling them every single time, every Wednesday, keep bringing them back, okay? That's great. And we want to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being with us today in Mass and the celebration of the Mass. This is such a highlight for us, coming together to celebrate together as a school community, and especially during this time of Lent when we are preparing our hearts throughout this Lenten season. And as Father Charlie was talking today, I've really been trying to be very reflective. I appreciated that journal because I'm not really great at journaling, so I feel like if it's a gift that's handed to me in church, I need to use it. So I've been trying so hard to be very reflective in my journal. This year, that was one of my Lenten promises to myself. And so as Father Charlie was talking today, I liked what I was hearing with, we are here to serve, not be served. And so as I was listening to him say that in several different examples, it made me also think of a reflection that I read about at the beginning of this week. And so I was kind of combining everything. So I've been struggling a little bit with wild hope. And I realized today when Father Charlie was talking why I was struggling, because wild and hope don't seem to go together for me. Wild is kind of out there and hope is very calming. And so at the beginning of the week, I was reading a reflection about being in the desert. And so Father Charlie was talking today about we're here to serve and not be served. And so my reflection at the beginning of the week talked about being in the desert. And the reason that we go into the desert, or that Jesus went into the desert, was to get rid of all of the distractions. And that's why we think of going into the desert. And so I thought about that for a little bit, because if you think for just one moment, like even just now, think of all of the potential distractions around you. Or if you leave here, the first thing, there are noises in the parking lot. As adults, we have a phone that we look to. We get in the car, the radio might be on. There's news, there's a phone, there's a noise, there's a, what's my child doing after school? Did I think of everything that I need to do? Did I get the schedule ready? Did I pack the lunch? Did I forget the binder? Do I have my homework done? Am I ready for the test? Do we have a quiz this afternoon? What do I have after school today? Do I have practice? This is just in your head. Just the distractions in your head. So if we have all of those distractions, then it's hard for us to even think about serving someone else. So as Father Charlie was talking today, I thought it's hard to think about pausing all of those distractions to then be able to serve others around us. So next week we go on a break. Here at school, we pause for you. Every time we start our day, we pause. Like, this is a pause. We paused all distractions for you to come to Mass so that we could pray together. And think about it, middle school. At the beginning of every class, what do you do? What do you do? Pray, right? We pause the distractions to pray. So next week you'll be on spring break, and you will have lots of great distractions. So it's going to be very important that during that break, you pause distractions to serve others and to still give time to God, because we will still be in this Lenten season. Levi, that was awesome. You just paused distractions to pray. I'm sorry, that was awesome. I just saw the sign of the cross. I'm sorry. That's a Catholic
school principal's dream. Awesome. Next week, you will have distractions all around you. All around you. And I challenge every single one of us on our break to not forget every single day, take a moment to pause the distractions, to go into the desert, pause your distractions, and find an opportunity to give a moment to God and to give a moment to serve someone else. That's the message that Father Charlie was giving us today. Serve someone else, give time to God. Pause distractions. Because this is a time where we prepare our hearts and we continue on this journey. Because we have been given the greatest gift. And he paused every distraction for us. Thank you for staying here and pausing all of your distractions to be with us this morning. God bless all of you for a great day today and a very blessed week ahead.